Welcome to February 17th LeetCode Challenge. Binary Watch. A binary watch has 4 LEDs on the top to represent the hour 0 to 11, and 6 LEDs on the bottom to represent the minutes 0 to 59. Each LED represents a 0 or 1 with the least significant bit on the right. For example, the binary watch below reads 451. 4. You add 32 plus 16 plus 2 plus 1. Given an integer turned on, which represents the number of LEDs currently on, ignoring the PM, return all the possible times the watch could represent. You may return the answer in any order. The hour must not contain leading zeros. For instance, 0, 1 o'clock is not valid. It should be 1 o'clock. And the minute must consist of 2 digits and may contain leading zeros. For example, 10:02 is not valid. It should be 10:02. Alright, so you have turned on equal to 1. You basically have all these type of examples, and you have turned on equal to 9, so you have none left. Turned on is between 0 to 10. And let's go about solving this. So from the problem statements, we know that the hour is represented using bits, 4 bits. The minute is represented using 6 bits. So a value 0 indicates the light is off, while a bit represents the value of 1 indicates the light is on. Alright, so we can enumerate all the possible hours values between basically 0 to 11, and within all that, possible minute values 0 to 59. For each combination, we compute the total number of ones in their binary representation. If the total equals the amount turned on, then we represent the time to the answer. Alright, let's go about doing that. So if I should probably mention this example here. So if you have turned on, so basically if you have one LED turned on, these are all the possible combination of binaries that could represent the time. It's impossible to have 9, or there's no existing LEDs that will turn on all 9 LEDs because it doesn't exist any. All right. Let's go about solving this. Let's do a little bit of iteration, I guess, or enumerating the number of hours and minutes. So let's say we create a list of strings. And we call that the results. And it's going to be a new array list. String, type string. Should probably initialize it properly. And then we do a for loop for int h, so this is the hours equal to 0. We want h so that it's less than 12, so there's 0 to 11. And then we're going to increment the hour by 1. And within that, we're also going to iterate through the minutes. Go to 0. And then it's going to be less than 60. M is going to be less than 60. We iterate, goes to 0 to 59 minutes. And we're also going to increment it by 1. And then within that, if we have a bit count of, we're going to do integer dot bit count, and then we're going to count the number of hours plus the integer dot bit count of minutes. If that's equal to number of turned on, that's a use of function. Alright, if that's the case, what we're going to do is have our results and then we add it to the outcome. So we want to format it now to be the number of hours plus a colon here plus, and then we're going to do another function here. I'm going to add the minutes. In between, we want to do is basically if m is less than 10, because it will basically roll over, we're going to put a 0 number there. Otherwise, we're going to put a 1. Or put nothing, actually, because we can't have leading zeros. Alright, that seems fair. And then we got to return our answer right here. Result. Let's give that a spin. Excellent. Alright, so that's pretty much the approach. Time complexity, we have total number of enumerations of constant and independent of the input, i.e. it is 12 times 60, that's the constant number. Space complexity wise, we have only the constant extra space is used. The space required for the output is not counted towards space complexity, so this is one approach to it. There's obviously a couple more other approaches such as binary enumeration, but we'll keep this here for now. Have a good day, everyone.